when David returned from his overseas work assignment. All he wanted was to collapse into the comfort of his own home. But when he pulled into the driveway, something was wrong. A different car sat parked out front. The porch light was changed, and there was a for sale sign lying flat in the yard, as if someone had just torn it down. David's stomach dropped. He rushed to the front door, only to find a family he had never seen before carrying boxes inside. "Can I help you?" the man asked, startled. David's heart pounded. "This is my house. What are you doing here?" The man frowned. "Not anymore. I bought it 2 months ago. From your brother." David's world tilted. His brother, Mark, the only person he had trusted with the keys and documents while he was gone. Rage and disbelief swirled in his chest. He drove straight to Mark's place, storming up the porch. Mark opened the door with a casual grin. "Well, look who's back." David shoved him back a step. "You sold my house?" Mark shrugged. "You were gone for months. You weren't using it. I thought I'd make some money for both of us." "Both of us?" David snapped. "You mean for yourself?" Mark smirked. "Relax. The new owners paid cash. You'll get over it." But what Mark didn't realize was that the house wasn't just an ordinary home. Years ago, when David inherited it from their late uncle, it had come with a special stipulation. The land beneath it was part of a federally protected zone, tied to historical preservation. That meant it couldn't be sold, ever, without government clearance. David's anger turned into cold resolve. "You don't understand what you've done," he said quietly. Mark frowned. "What's that supposed to mean?" David pulled out his phone and called the preservation office contact his uncle had told him about long ago. Within hours, federal officials were knocking on Mark's door. They explained in no uncertain terms. The sale was invalid, the documents void, and the money Mark had pocketed would have to be returned in full. The family who had bought the house was heartbroken, but they were refunded, and David apologized to them personally. Mark, however, wasn't so lucky. He now faced charges for fraud and illegal transfer of protected property. As he was led away in handcuffs, he glared at David. "You set me up." David shook his head. "No, Mark. You set yourself up. You thought you could steal from me. You didn't bother to ask why our uncle made me swear to protect that land." For the first time, Mark's cocky expression cracked into fear. David stood outside the house later that evening, the keys back in his hand. The porch light glowed warmly, just as he remembered. It wasn't just a home. It was a legacy, protected by law, and now more than ever by his determination. And as the autumn wind rustled the trees, David whispered a quiet promise to his late uncle. "I'll never let anyone take this place from me again." Because some homes are more than walls and windows. Some homes carry history, love, and protection that no betrayal can erase. And David knew one thing for certain. His brother's greed had cost him everything, but it had reminded David exactly what his home was worth.